Hey, what's up? Let's talk about wrapping Q1. Now, Q2 is just ahead. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that we are starting with the most clarity possible. Let's not even talk about momentum. Let's not talk about any of the stuff. What we need to do is we need to understand where are we now. And I see a lot of folks missing this. They just breeze into another quarter, just like the last one, and they kind of just seamlessly flow together. And there really is no point for reflection. Now, I think reflection pretty much in any leader I've ever encountered or admired or even just followed for a short amount of time has always really had this kind of key, this reflection piece really dialed in and taking a look at where they were, where they are now, and what needs to happen going forward is going to be huge. So instead of giving the whole quarter a wash, if you don't feel like you are where you should be or whatever else, just let that go. Just say, all right, I am here now. Can't change what happened before, but let's just assess what's happening now and then make a plan to move forward. So if you do not have a quarterly planning meeting scheduled on your calendar, absolutely do that. Loop in the key folks who need to be looped in. I have this lovely planner that I work through. The quarter with. And I think that, I'm a sucker for a good planner, but it's really helpful to kind of crystallize if you don't have a process for tracking your goals, if you don't have a process for how you think about your goals, all of those things. It's really helpful to just install somebody else's. At the very least, it'll teach you how to, commit to a process, even if you don't feel like it's yours for the long term. So do those things. And then what I want you to do is I want you to score yourself, right? Take a look at where you are now before you start planning anything related to Q2. Take a look at where you are now. I want you to think about your personal goals. I want you to think about your spiritual goals. I want you to think about your health and fitness goals. I want you to think about your business goals. And so just those four areas, very, very simple. Rate yourself from a 1 to a 5 and say, all right, 5, I feel amazing. I feel like my body's in tip top shape and I feel like I can sustain my energy throughout the entire day, right? My personal goals, let's just say you're working on your house or you want to run a half marathon or whatever it is that you're doing with your personal goals. You can be in a position to score yourself and say, actually, I don't really have any personal goals. Honestly, transparently, that was mine. Mine are all wrapped up in the business at this point. And so when I started reflecting on my Q1, I was like, well, I had a lot of cool business goals for Q1, but I didn't have any cool personal stuff that I was going after. So I started to kind of weave that into how I planned my quarter. So it'll really help you understand kind of how you could be a well-rounded, full 360 founder. And I really think that it'll help you gain the clarity that you need to be able to plan a super, super awesome Q2. I'm in your corner and I'm rooting for you. I'll see you next time on 3 Minute Ops Tips.